Good morning, everyone. This is Ashray Ratnala, and today I'm gonna explain you how to do a responsive cake shop website. Uh, this is how it's gonna look. It's gonna have many elements, good styling, and of course, we are gonna even use JavaScript for turning it into a responsive website. Uh, we have the home section here with a nice image, heading, and a para. Then the product section where the user can check out our products, an image, a button, paragraph again, and then the blog section where we're given an image and slide context as well. And here we have a small newsletter for the email and the subscribe button. For the review section, again, we have got multiple reviews under blogs. And at the last, the contact section with a good background theme and certain links. So that's how our website's going to look, web page, after we develop everything. And coming back, this is how our codes is going to look. The HTML, the HTML file, then the CSS file, and of course the JavaScript file. So in order to create a folder, here we are gonna find an option, a new folder. Under folder, like I have created 3 folders: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Under HTML, we get to see the index.html file, and under the CSS file, we can create another file, anything. It's your wish. You can name it anything. And then the JavaScript file, have named it index.js. So we have created our folders, we have created our files. First, we have to do our HTML part. Let's finish our HTML part, then we can jump into styling, and then we can make it as a responsive system. So HTML. So in order to initially just create the structure of the website, we are going to use the HTML. So yeah, as of now, for now I will delete the entire code. But yeah, since it's so big, I'll try to, copy paste things. But yeah, I'll definitely explain each and every part of the code. So as of now, yeah, let's delete it. Yeah, let's like delete all the context, even the styling. Let's delete even the styling. So yeah, if we go live now, I guess it's just going to be an empty web page. Yeah, it's open in Mozilla Firefox. So yeah, look, this is an empty web page. So now let's start building the structure through HTML. So initially for HTML, for the pretext, so here we get the pretext. Then title, you can give it an any title. It depends upon you for your cake shop website. Maybe sweet cake. Yeah. So we have given our title, the minute has been done, everything. So now after the title, before we jump into the head section, so we are gonna give 3 links. We are gonna find out the importance of the links as we further go to the CSS file. So yeah, first let's just copy paste all those 3. Right. So here's a code in the notepad. We'll try to copy paste things. Let's paste it here. So we got 3 links. So this is how our head section looks. We have changed our title, and we have given 3 links, which one of the link actually links HTML file to the CSS file. Hope you all get it. This is how you actually link both files. click on dot slash, you'll find the CSS file, click on it, and again style.css. This is how you link. And these two links, you'll find the importance of them later. So we have given 3 links. We have even given the title. Yeah. So now then move on to the body section. So we have to build the structure. We have to start building the structure. So initially, now if you go to the notepad link, talking about the header section. So this is how header section looks. It has got a logo, it has got a heading here, we have got 5 different things here, and we have got a search bar. So this is how our header section looks. So under the header section, we got to create even a nav bar. So now talking, so header section starts. So header, let's just copy here. Maybe yes, this is how it's gonna look. Section. Okay. So yeah, it looks small. The header section looks small. So let's just copy it. Paste it here. Yeah, now talking about the header section, it started here. Now we have to start giving classes because we might find any other header. So in order to identify, like at the end of the code, we might have several headers. So in order to find our desirable header, we are going to give class. So given the class header, and now for the header, we are gonna give divisions, because maybe there are 3 or 4 divisions, one for the logo, one for the text, and one for the search bar. So the first division, we are giving it for the logo content, where we have the sweet cake title and the logo. So we are going to give an image. You can actually give any image, maybe a logo. We have given the heading here, sweet cake. So we are talking about this part, the sweet cake, the heading, and this. So we are going to talk about this division. Then we can move on to the second division. So here we have an heading and even a logo. So we have given the heading, sweet cake. So about the logo, we are given again the class. So image, you can actually take any logos as your wish. So now if we go live, this is how it's gonna look. We have just forget about the home, product, blog, everything. We are just considering the logo and the heading. So we have got the heading and we have got the logo as well. So we are done with the first division in the header. Now a nav bar. So our nav bar is nothing but a navigation bar. So we're going to give 5. We have got 5 things: home, product, blogs, review, contact. We have already seen it here. We have got 5 links. So we're just gonna give them links with hash. The referral link has to be with hash, because we are not gonna direct it into another web page. So division. So again, icon. Now for the under this division tag. So under this division tag, we have given all the 5 things: home, product, blogs, review, contact. And in order to get our search button, we have to give input type search, placeholder in the sense, what's the text, what's the pretext you're gonna have in the search bar. Here search 3 dots, and that's what we have even a placeholder. So this is how our header section looks. We have got a logo, we have got a heading, sweet cake, we have got all the 5 headers: home, product, blogs, review, contact, and we have even developed a search button. So our header tag is done. So we are done with the header, and then we move on to home section. uh, we move on to the home section. This is how our home section looks. This is how our home section looks. We have got an image, an image of a cake, a good background theme, a header, a heading, a big heading, and then a paragraph underneath it. So it looks simple. So of course, yeah, let's start building the structure. Header section, it ends here, and now the home section, it starts here. The home section, it starts here. So now here is our home section. We are done with the header section. Now talking about our home section, we are given the section, the entire section as home. We have given the class as home. So under the entire section, now we are going to divide the section into parts, divisions. So here we are going to give division tags after the section tag. So division tag, again we are given it any class. So the class, you can give it any name. So we have got a heading, we have got a paragraph. So we have done that. We have given it an heading, and then we are given a paragraph as well. Just bring it down for our convenience. So here we are given a heading and even a paragraph is done. So this is one division in this section. Now the other division, again here button. We have even got button here. So yeah, that's how it looks. So we're done with the heading, the paragraph. Then we can move on to the image in the later part, maybe in the CSS part. So we're done with the header section and even the home section. This is how it looks. Sweet cake, a logo. We have got a heading here, and we have got entire paragraph here, and we have got even the button which we mentioned, see more button. This is how we can create a button with just using the button tag. And then we're done with the home section, and now let's move on to the product section. So what do we have in the product section? Product section, just talking about the things which are related to HTML. We have got a heading here, another subheading here. We have got subheadings here, and then paragraphs here, and then buttons which represent order now. So that's how our product section is going to look like. So just after the home section, now we're going to start the product section. So product section, it starts here. Just hit it for a second, like till where to copy, because we have got several paragraphs. Maybe we have got around 8 paragraphs, so that becomes a big text. We have got 8 headings, 8 paragraphs. So till where? I mean, the home section ends here. Now the product section begins here. So yeah, let's just go down. So yeah, we get it. So the product section, it starts here. We have already given it. So yeah, we have copied everything. And we're just going to paste it after the entire thing comes under the body, because we're just talking about the body of the web page. So after the home section, we're going to paste the product section. So what do you have in the product? We have got a heading. So first we are going to create a section. There are several there's one section under which we have got several divisions here. So we have got a heading, H2, our exclusive products. So we have got this heading. We have got that heading, and under that, so that's one division. So one division, we have given the heading, and then swiper product row. So now we are creating a division because we have got the swipe option here. See, look, we can swipe, so that's why we are giving it as a division class named as swiper wrapper, and then the swiper slide box which represents the same, and then we have got an image as well. So first we have to give the image, then underneath we are gonna give it a heading and a paragraph. So that's how it's gonna look. We are gonna, so this, under the entire product section, this part is one division, and then this is another division. Of course we are gonna give it as a swiper wrapper because we can see that several divisions are just getting swiped. So this part is one division, this part is one division, this part is one division. So we are going to create several divisions. So under each division we are going to get a an image of a cake or anything. We have to get a heading, and we have to get a paragraph underneath. Even we are going to get a button order now. So 4 parts. So now talking about the first division. First division we have given it a the image. So we're given it an image. Under the image we have to give a heading and a para. So here's the heading, yeah, the chocolate one, and here's the paragraph. So we have given the heading and paragraph, and again we have given a separate division for the image and a separate division for the heading and the paragraph. So we are done with several divisions, and again another division for the order now. So under this section we have many divisions. Let's say we have got one division here, and under one division again we have got several divisions, one for the image, one for the text, and one for the button. So again another division class for the button. So using the button tag we create a button. So the same thing we are going to repeat it for 8 divisions, because we are going to have 8 products here and there. So again the same thing, again we create the same divisions. We give the image, again another division, with by using another division we give the text, which includes heading and the paragraph. Again within another division we give the order button. So this is how we repeat it. We repeat the same division code for maybe like 8 or 9, any the number of products you opt for. See, look, again we have got image, paragraph, heading, the same thing repeats and repeats. And here swiper pagination is something, pagination is something where we calculate the number of pages. So swiper is nothing but the number of pages. Swiper pagination. So again the same thing, we are repeating the same thing. And now talking about the images, you can upload any image, the ones you like I already have it in my folder. Just forgot telling this. Now, when you're going to upload pics in your code, you're going to have your pics in your files. So in order to have that, along with the HTML, CSS, Java files, we are going to create another folder. Okay, I've saved it here. Yeah, another folder like assets, where you can save several images, and you can directly bring them here. Now if we're talking about here, we have posted here cake, the second cake image. In order to get it, so we are already having a folder named pictures or assets, whatever, and under the folder we are gonna paste images. So // we are gonna get the pictures option, and then the cake option. Look, so now we are done with the header section, we are done with the home section, and now we are even done with the product section, which consists several divisions, and again subdivisions in each division. So headings, paragraphs, images, buttons, etc. So let's just see how let's just see how our page looks. So look, this is how our page looks. This is where it starts. So we have given our exclusive products. The heading has come with the image, the heading underneath it, the paragraph, and the order now button. So maybe I guess we've just given it for 2. We can maybe copy paste because I feel 2 aren't enough. Look, we have got somewhere around 8. Here we're just getting around 2. So maybe division class image. So yeah, the swiper product row, under the entire swiper product row division, we are going to have a swiper wrapper. Under the swiper wrapper, we are going to have a swiper slide box division. Then we have pasted our images. Then divisions. Let's just look at. Look, we have got many images of cakes. We have got different files. We have got backgrounds as well. So yeah, that's how our product page is gonna look. So yeah, we're done with the product section. Now let's move to the blog section. We have an image, a heading, and a paragraph underneath it. So talking about the product section, sorry, I mean the blog section. So the blog section, yeah, it starts here. So talking about the blog section, again we have created a section with section called blog. So now the division, maybe a division for an image, a division for the heading and the paragraph separately. So again, we are using the swiper wrapper, the swiper blocks row for the sliding effect. And now we have got an image. So a division for an image and another division for the heading and the paragraph. And we have even got a button for learn more. So we are going to have 2 blocks. So we are just going to repeat the same thing. Another division, a division for the image, which we are going to put in, and then a division for the heading and the paragraph. So that's how we're going to end. So that's how the blog section is going to end. Let's just check. Yes, we have got several changes. So yeah, as we develop even the CSS and the JavaScript code, we'll start getting a full-fledged output. So we just got one. Maybe later we'll get others. So the heading is there, and even the paragraph along with the image. So we can set the size of the image, etc., etc., in the later parts. So we haven't done with the blog section. Now what else we are left with? We are left with the review section, where we have a heading. Then we have several divisions. We have got paras again. We have got different paragraphs. So talking about the review section, the blog section, and between the blog section and the review section, we have got a small newsletter here. So let's do the newsletter thing. So a newsletter, again, it's a small section where we are gonna get the users credentials maybe. So it's just a small thing. So we're just gonna paste it. Now here the newsletter section. The entire section is named newsletter. And then we are gonna give a form. Okay. So the input type, the placeholder is something which we have the pretext in the box, just for helping the user. And then the input type, whether it should be an email or a button, anything. So the input type is email here and the input type is button here. We're given the placeholder text. So we're gonna have maybe 2 boxes here and there. So this So look. So a small newsletter here. So after the newsletter, we can jump into the review section. So yeah, the review section, it starts here. So again, the review section consists of a heading, a paragraph, several divisions. So yeah, here the review section starts. The entire section is named as review, as mentioned here. So under the entire review section, now we are gonna give our complete heading, which has to be center aligned. We can do the styling later. So happy customers is the heading. Now we have got several divisions. Again, the same division, because we are going to use the swiper effect, the swiper review row, swiper wrapper, and the swiper slider box. So under those three divisions, now we have got a paragraph. So you can give it any text. Under the paragraph, we are going to give a heading, the name. So we are given the paragraph and the name. Look, the name, we are given it under a heading. So the paragraph is given under the sliding effects, and then maybe you can even add an image, but for the image you have to create another division of your wish. So we are given a heading. So again, for maybe we are given around 5 reviews. We have to repeat it again and again. The paragraph is there, the heading is there. So here we are given a different section for the paragraph, and even a different section for a different division for the paragraph and a different division for the heading, because both of them contain different stylings. So we have put them under different divisions. So again, the sliding effect, we have created 5 reviews, I guess. So the swiper slider box, the client review, the paragraph, the heading, and again the entire thing comes under one division, the review division. Under the review division, we have created because we have to get boxes and even the sliding effect. So again, the pagination just creates for the dots, which we have down like something like this. So now the review section ends here. Now after the review section, we have a contact section, the last one. It has a background, it has a theme background, it has a logo, it has a heading, it has several headings, it has lists, so maybe we have to use lists. It has a paragraph here, it has even social media icons, and then a small text underneath it. So we are just putting it under the footer section. The footer is nothing but maybe the end section, which gives a proper footer section. So it starts here and it just goes all the way down. So yeah, our footer section, it starts here. So under the footer section, so given the section, the entire section as footer, named footer, and again we are going to divide it into sections, because we have got several lists and we have to even create several divisions for the social media icons. So here the division class, here it's a box container, another division class named main box. So first, initially for the first division, for the logo and the heading, we are creating a division for the logo and the heading. So here we are given the logo sweet cake, and we are also given the logo and the heading under a division called content. So later underneath it we have a paragraph, something like this. So under the paragraph tag, we are going to create a paragraph. So we're done with one part of the division. We have given the paragraph, we have given the logo, we have given the heading under one division. The paragraph is under another division. So under another division, we are going to give links. So quick link is the heading here. Quick link is the heading here. So underneath the quick link heading, we have 5 different things, 5 different headings. So I is nothing but it's italic, and we are given 5 items: home, product, blogs, review, contact, etc. And then the similar way, under another division, we have another thing. So we got three headings here: quick link, extra link, and contact info. Under those three headings, we have different items again. So we have given different class, different referral links, and the context. So we're given 5 different contexts under quick link, and another heading extra link, and we have again given 5 different contexts. And again we have given another heading named contact info, and two things, two texts underneath it. So in order to get the social media icons, first we have to make sure the structure is there. So we have given link, we just given it as a hash link, as an empty link. But in order to get the icons, we have given this just a normal thing which we have to remember. Fab for LinkedIn, Fab for Facebook, etc., etc. Like any social media icon which you want. So we're gonna close all the division tags. So initially we got the logo under one division, the logo and the heading in one division, the paragraph underneath the logo and division under into another division. Then we made three headings under division, one heading in one division along with different text underneath it. So we have we made three different divisions, and we have got different things underneath it. So we are done with the footer section, and at the end we still have yeah, we're done with everything. We are done even with the footer section. We have even given a small division here for all rights reserved, a small part under the social media icons. We have given all the social media icons here, and underneath it we have got a small text here. Maybe we can put it in under the span tag. So we finish the footer section, and at the end we have to try to link with the JavaScript. We have already linked the HTML to CSS, the HTML file to the CSS file at the start. So we're just going to link the HTML file with the JSS file. So yeah. So we have also linked the JS file to the HTML file. So this is how our code looks, the entire structure which we gain from HTML. Let's just check. Look, we have given the logo, we have in the under the header section we have given the logo. We have even given the heading, 5 different lists, the search bar, and again the home. Under the home we have given, under the home section we have given a heading, a paragraph, a button. Under the product section, an image, a heading, a paragraph, and again a button as well. And again under the blog section we have given an image, heading, and a paragraph as well, and then a button. Then again a small newsletter which has a heading, which has a placeholder, which has a button again. And again under the review section we have created a heading, a paragraph, and another heading for the reviewer's name. And then at the last, for the footer section, we have created a logo, we have given a heading. Under the heading and the logo we have a paragraph. We have given 3 different headings: quick link, extra link, contact info. Underneath them we have given etc, etc. And here, as you can see, we have got even the social media icons. We have got the social media icons like this. We've just created, you got to remember that. And then a small thing underneath it. So this is how HTML thing looks. The website will just get better and better as we style it, and even we use JavaScript in it. So now we are done with the HTML, the structure part. Now let's move on to the CSS part, the styling part, where we get the background images. We can style our fonts, we can size our fonts, we can put our images at the right place, we can size our images and all such stuff. So now talking about CSS, now in order to have a particular format or different different variants in fonts and particular text aligning, the image aligning. So initially, before we get into the different sections which we have to set a particular, we have to set particular things so that the structure looks good. So now we have our CSS code here. So now the first one, the link which I gave here, it just gives you different fonts. You can just copy link. So actually, VS Code maybe it supports to a limit of fonts, but in order to get your favorite font, you can just go to Google and get your favorite font and copy the link here, so that the CSS file starts accepting several links. And now let's just go to root. The entire code has to be either in black or white. The box shadows, we are given even the box shadows, the colors. And so this is for the entire structure. Okay, before we jump into the sections, we jump into different sections and then style them one by one. Before to that, prior to that, we just have to give proper styling, a standard styling. So we're given one styles, quick stand, sans serif. We have given margins, we have given padding. We have given even several boxes, so we are even sizing those. So border box, outline border. So this is all just the formality stuff. The text decoration, text transform, transition. And now talking about the HTML structure, we have given the font size here, and font size it depends. It depends on the pixel variation of your laptop or your PC. So for my it is 62.5%. It can be more or less, but it should be user friendly as well. The overflow, the scroll padding top, uh, then the scroll behavior, it has to be smooth. So we can give several attributes. And then here we have REM, which means our root element size, and then HTML WebKit scroll bar width, we have got 0.8 REM, and then HTML WebKit scroll bar. Even we are even trying to make a modification in the scroll bar and even the swipe boxes. Scroll bar. So initially, so prior to the section styling, we are done with the initial styling. We are given a standard on how our CSS has to look. So maybe look, we have got a lot of change. So before we like after the HTML, it looked a complete different thing. Now the font styles are different, the sizes are different, the styles are different, the image sizes are different, and maybe it already started to look much better as we started to use CSS. And now later, first let's start styling the maybe we'll header section. So under the header section, what do we have? The header section maybe small background. That's it, I guess. The font size are already set. So let's just check what do we have. So yeah, here's the CSS file, and now talking about the header. So in order to access the styling in header section in the header division, just dot, and you can name the division. So now in the sense we are in the header section, making styling in the header section, and we can give several things. The display has to be flex. We are aligning all the items in the center. The position has to be fixed. We have even given the padding, and padding also can vary depending upon your styling, your choice in styling. and then logo content. So we have given access to the header division, and under the header division again another dot and the logo content. So logo content is nothing but the class which we gave for the division for the image. So we have given a division initially for the header section. Under that division we have given the logo or the image, whatever. So that division is named as logo content, so we have even given access to it. To make changes in the image, so display has to be flex, center aligned, and again the logo image, again the height has to be 4 rem. Again the height depends on your wish. So logo name, the color, the font size, font weight, we have given everything. And the nav bar. So nav bar we have got different things. uh, uh, Nav bar we have got home, product, blogs, review, contact. So styling those, we are given font size, the margin right, we have given them the color and the font weight as well, bold. So they turn out bold, the font size is set, we are given margin from the right, and we have also given the color as black. Now hover, now we have to give them the hover effect. See, look, if as soon as we hover on them, we are getting an underlined section as well. So hover. So in order to give the hover, we are given the hover attribute, and here the border bottom. We can see there was an underline as soon as we hover on those uh, lists. So there's a bottom border, and under the bottom border attribute, we can again make it. You can make it into a new color. Here we are given the black color, solid 1 rem. So the padding bottom again means the padding bottom gives the uh, gap between the border bottom and the item in the navbar. So the icon. See, the icon is nothing but uh, the ones which we see again. The font size is set, the margin right. So icon is nothing but maybe the section which we given. So yeah, this is the icon, and then this is the search bar. So this is the icon. So now we are going to even style this according to our wish. So icon I, the fonts we are given the size, we are given the margin right, like from the right side how far it has to be placed, the color, and then the pointer cursor. And then the search, the background color, transparent, width, right, height. So all these attributes on how the size has to look, it depends on completely on you. Then the header input, yeah, but again the size of the, so as soon as we click on the search button, we have a box. So how the box has to look, again the height, width, background color, font size, everything has been given, margin right, box shadow, again everything. So the display has to be inline block, and then the menu bar, yeah, it's just done. So we're done with the header. Let's just look how it looks. See, we're done with it. We have got a logo, we have got a heading, we've got all of 5 inline block, and then yep. And of course the responsive comes when we do the Java. So as the styling is done, the structure is done, and as well as the styling. We have got the background, we have got the 5, and as soon as we hover on them, we are even getting the border bottom effect. So now we can jump into the home section where we have an image. You can put any image. Yes, that's it. We already have our heading and a paragraph. We just have to align them as per our wish, and then we have to give a good background image. For that, the home section starts here. So now the header section is done, so we move on to the home section here. So now talking about the home section again, we know what we have to get. So we are giving it a background image. So once again, the background image, it can be of any choice. I have already shown my pictures, so I just grabbed it from my files. So I have given the background image. So the background size has to cover. It has to cover the entire section. it has to be at the center. From the center, it has to cover the entire section. So the home content again, the width, float. Now talking about the content, the paragraph and the heading. Here we have got the font size, we have got the font weight. We are talking about the heading. Under the home section, we have given access to the home content section division, and under the division now we are talking about the second heading. So we're given the font size, we're given the font weight, the margin bottom, the line weight, the color, text shadow. So all such stuff, again the styling can be done as per your wish. The similar way we have given access to the paragraph, and again font size, margin bottom, line height. And then there's a small button, so we have just fixed its height. And again now talking about only the button, we are given the text in the button, we are given the font size even to the text. Maybe it's the see more button, I guess. We are given the color, the background color, the padding, the cursor, etc, etc. Now as soon as we hover on the button, so there's a button, we have given styling to the button, the size, the shape of the button, and even the text which is inside the button. So yeah, this is the button which we are talking about. We have given the size of the button, we have even given the styling, the font size, the font color of the text inside the button, which is see more. And now we are giving the effect of the hovering. As soon as we hover on it, the font size, like, it gets out to be 2 rem. So this is how our home looks. The home is done. We have got the background image. We have aligned the our heading, our paragraph. I mean, we have changed the font sizes, the font colors, and we have aligned it as we want. We have given the text alignment, margin bottom, margin right. We can use several things as we have used here. Talking about the paragraph, look, the margin bottom has been given. We have given the image, and we also have the see more button as well. So the styling is done as of now. For now the styling is done. Now we just gave two stylings section. So each and every section the padding has to be this. So now for the every section the padding is the same. It remains constant. So for each and every heading the text align has to be center. We have given the font size, the color, etc. So we have done even with the home section. Now we move on to the product section. We have to get the sliding effect, the images. As soon as we hover on them, they have to zoom out. The order section, etc. So there's a bit of styling in here. So the product section again, it starts here. So the product, so we have given access to our product section and the product row division. So we are given the margin bottom, the display has to be flex, and we have aligned the all items to the center. Now talking about the box, again it has to be in the flex. Column section, it has to be like a column section. We have given the width, the background color, and several things for styling. The text alignment, the padding, the gap between each and every division, because there are many boxes. Then the product row, talking about the image, we have even given sizing to the image, 100% height and width. And as soon as we hover, the scale 1 to 1.1, so it can zoom out. So now talking about the image, we have given the size of the image, even the hovering effect. And now the content, the heading and the paragraph, we have given the margin bottom. Now talking about the heading, we have given it as a font, we have given a font size and a color. And talking about the paragraph, we have given a font size, the color, etc. And there's a button. So for the button, the box, we have given the height. We have styled the button. We have given the sizing to the button with height, margin top and margin bottom. And again, the units, you can put them as you want. And now for the button, the context inside the button, the font size, we have given the background color, we have given the color, etc, etc. And as soon as now talking about the button box, we have given sizing to the button. We have also made styling to the text inside the button, and now we are giving the hover effect to REM. So this is how our look. We have used the pagination effect earlier, so this is the reason we have it like this. So we have got the image, we have given styling to the image, we have given the size to the image. So as soon as we hover, we zoom in, we use the transform. The heading has been changed, has been styled, the paragraph has been styled, so different font sizes, different font styles, bolder ones. And talking about the button, we are given as a rectangular button, the text inside it again. So we are even done with the product section. Now we have to talk about the blog section. Talking about the blog section, here for the blog section, like what else do we have? So now yeah, here for the blog section, we have this image. We have to align our heading and as well as our paragraph. So, and a nice background as well. So we are going to give a background. So the background is set. We have covered it, and from the center, the entire background image has been expanded. Now for the blocks, for the box, we have displayed the flex. We have put them all in center white. Talking about the image, we are given styling to the image, the width, the padding, everything has been given. And the content, the paragraph and the heading. So flex padding has been given, and for the heading, we are given a font size, we are given the font style, the color, etc. The similar thing with the paragraph. We have already given the padding, so now the font size, the color, everything has to be set. For the link again, we have given cursor pointer. For the hovering effect, which we have here for the learn more thing. So we're given here. Now for the hovering effect, again we are giving the hovering effect as well. So the background image has been given. The paragraph and the heading were aligned at one position. They were given different stylings, and underneath we had a link. We are given a hovering effect for that. So the blog section is done. So this is how it looks. So the blog section is done. Now we have to design the newsletter. So how the newsletter looks. So the newsletter looks. So once again, we had a background image for the newsletter. We have given the background image. We have set the background image like to cover it from the center. Talking about the form, the boxes which we had in the form, we are aligning them. We are giving sizing to the boxes. Now for the heading, again the font size, the color, everything. And again for the box, the margin, width, padding, color, border radius, etc. There are two boxes, the email and one for the subscribe button. So we have to style both the boxes, and for both the boxes we have given the sizes, the width, the padding, the margin, the border radius, and the cursors as well. So as soon as we hover onto the box 2, because for the box 2, the subscribe button, we have the hover effect, we can give the hover effect. So this is how it looks, exactly the way we wanted. So now we got to jump to the review section. We're done with the newsletter. Now the review section. So in the review section, what do we have? We have a center aligned heading. We have headings, paragraphs, and boxes. So there are several things. So now review. Talking about the box, we are just giving size to each and every box, width, height, the shadow, color, etc. So the paragraphs inside, we even style them, the size, the alignment, etc. And the review, the margin bottom. So we are giving position to the boxes. We give styling to the boxes, the height, the margin, width, etc. And even we also give styling the paragraphs, the content inside it. Then even the heading, the name which we had, the names which we have, we even give different font styles and font colors to it. There's an image. So we can place the image and then we can size the image as per our wish. So the font size, everything has been set. So as you can see here, we have set the heading as per our wish. We gave stylings to the paragraphs. We gave styling to our client info. We have given the boxes as well, sizing to the boxes. So now talking about the last one, we are just left with the footer section where we have a background image. We have to size our icons. We have to give sizing and few icons to the footer section. So this is how our footer section looks like. Now talking about the footer, we are given a background image again. There's a background image. We cover it off from the center. So the background image has been set, as you can see. As you can see. So now grid. Then there are several sections. Now, if you're talking about the content, the heading and the H1 and the paragraph, we have styled the heading. We have given a paragraph, and then we even there's already an image there. Now the display has to be in the grid form. There are several sections in the vertical way. The gap between different containers, we have aligned them to center. The display is flex again, the margin bottom. So the margins can be given just to place the things where we want. The heading 1 has been styled, the paragraph has been styled. So the heading 3, these are the heading 3, the quick link, extra link and the contact info. So we have styled them as well, the font size and the font styles have been given. And the links underneath the heading 3s, they're given, they are given the stylings. So as soon as we hover on them, the hovering effects as well, they're given. Now for the footer, the share. So under the share section, we have contact info, all such stuff. So for everything, so wherever there is a box, we have given sizing to the boxes. We have given the position and sizing even to the images. The font sizes and the paragraph sizes, the heading sizes have been set. They have been set in an order. They have been aligned well. So we have also given them the hovering effects. Hovering effect, it can even be a color effect or zoom in, zoom out effect. So we have given them. And that's it. Our styling has been done for all the sections. And prior to the sections, we have given standard stylings as well. So this is how our web page looks after the HTML structure and the styling has been done. We are still left with Java. So we are done with all the background images. We are given font sizes, font text, everything. So it looks perfect. It's just about Java. So now we have linked our Java. So as soon as we link our Java, now let's see, let's just copy paste everything. So this is how our JavaScript looks like. So we are done with the structure. We are even done with the styling. The web page looks a lot better because it looked a bit clumsy after the structure. The only HTML was given, but after the styling, it looks a much better thing. Now we use JavaScript just for the responsive. The response which we have to get from a web page after a person tries to slide images, or some response after he or she clicks, the user clicks on a button. So we're given the nav bar. So under the nav bar section, we have given different documents where we get the response from the search bar. We can type anything in the search bar, so there has to be some response. So again, we are just talking about the search here. And then the swiper effects for the product row. In the product uh, section, we have got the sliding effect. So in order to get the sliding effect, we have even, I mean, the response, we have given them the space between the loop. The loop has to be true. Then the autoplay, because it just has to keep on continuing. And as already mentioned, we have given the pagination as well, the breakpoints, everything. Again, it can be set. Autoplay can be given to a few users or not. It depends on you completely. And again, now talking about the blogs row as well. Blogs row as well. We have got the sliding effect for the blocks row, and similarly what we have done with the products row, we just got to do the same thing with the blocks row. The pagination has to be given, the space, the loop has to be true, autoplay has to be given, and the navigation again. So this turns out to be a responsive system. So yeah, our final this is how our final product looks like. uh, the nav bar, the headings, the logo, the headings, the search button. We can type anything here. There's an image here, the heading, the paragraph, everything's it. The sliding effect has been given through JSS, through JS, heading, the image, the power effects, uh, yeah, everything. Again, here again in the blog section, we have got an image. We have got headings, paragraphs, the sliding effect again. The newsletter, we can type anything here. The button, the hovering effects have been given. And again, here the reviews, the sliding effect has been given. Multiple reviews, and under the footer section, we have even got icons where we can hover on them. Different stylings, background images. So that's it, guys. We have given 3 files: HTML, CSS, JSS. We have linked all three. HTML, we used it for the structure of the web page. CSS, we gave styling to give it a very good look, and then we have even used JavaScript for turning the web page into a responsive web page. So yeah, thank you for watching the video.